Sherry back, just Sherry. I have some more information for you. I finally had my first appointment, which was the group meeting. Very interesting. Now, let me first start out by saying this. I know that sometimes when you're bigger and, watching, My 600-Pound Life and shows like that, you often wonder, okay, how they use the restroom, how difficult it is. Sometimes they'll show parts, well, they show everything in My 600-Pound Life. So everything that you're wondering, they show, right? Well, when I went for my group meeting to find out more information about the sleeve, it was interesting to see a bigger toilet, So I always felt like I wanted to lose weight. I really feel big. And like I said in my last video, my friends and family, they always say, you're not that big, it's all in your mind, you're still beautiful. But I feel like I'm carrying a lot of weight. My knees are killing me. My back is killing me. I'm huffing and puffing just going up the stairs. So the toilet was really big. It was really wide. So of course, you lie in the toilet. I felt like I was gonna fall in. I've never seen a toilet that big. So I'm happy that they can accommodate other patients that are much larger and going through a lot more than what I'm going through or anyone else that's my size. It's very nice to see that they will accommodate you. Even the chairs are wider, to accommodate any size, anyone. So I really love that about my job, my hospital, which again is Northside Hospital. I really appreciate that. It's nice. It kind of threw me back a little bit just to see that. I don't know. So within the group, very informative. They let you know how much your stomach can hold after the surgery, how big your stomach is going to be, and they showed an example. It's about this big. It's like an egg, but in the form of a sleeve. So what they do is you go on this 2-week diet, this 2-week liquid diet. I think some insurances or doctors may say a week or 2. I'm not sure. Mine would have to be 2 weeks, so I can only go from my personal experience. Then you have to shrink your liver. That's what the 2-week liquid diet is for, to make your liver smaller, because your liver sits on top of your stomach. So if your liver is big, it's going to be hard to lift it up to get to your actual stomach. So once you shrink your liver, it makes it much easier, apparently. Again, I'm just learning this stuff, so bear with me. The more I learn, the more I share with you. And it's even more than what they're telling me. I'm actually doing, additional research on my own. So once they go in, they're pretty much removing 75, 85% of your stomach. It's just gonna be gone. It's gonna be a baby again, starting all over. Literally starting all over. You go back to the liquid phase again. Then you go to puree. Then you work your way up to eating more solid foods. And from what I was told in this group, the way they test that is by you eating an egg. It can be a boiled egg, it can be scrambled, but you just have to eat an egg and be able to keep it down. Weird. Fascinating, but weird. I have my notebook. Let's see here. I heard that the gas is horrible too after surgery. I don't know, but I heard gas is bad. There's a few people that I watch on YouTube. I believe one of them, Ebony Ebo. She's so funny, but she's so serious. She's so real. She gives it to you blood raw. She's cut and dry, straight to the point. I love her. There's another one that's really real, Danielle's World. I love her too. She gives you all the information straight from her experience. So you have a real life understanding of what may possibly happen. So I love that about her too. There's another one, my 100-pound journey or something like that. I'll make sure to either put them in the description or mention them in the next video. I can't really remember. Now, another thing that happened, there were a lot of men in the group with me as well. But it seems like when they started asking for everyone's surgery dates, everyone's surgery date was close by, really close by, like meaning within weeks. So I was wondering, saying, how is mine so far away? You know, here it is, you know, March, and my surgery isn't until July. They gave me a date of July 23rd. But you have people who were getting their surgeries the end of March, in April, beginning of May. Really weird. So I felt like it was a little bit backwards, but whatever. Another thing that I found out, I'm an avid gum chewer. I know it's weird. So they say that you can't sip through a straw. That for some reason, when you sip through a straw, it gives air. I don't know. You can't chew gum because that's more air. So more air leads to more gas. I don't know. But that was almost a deal breaker, telling me I couldn't have my gum. I'm just saying, I love my gum. Just saying. I think that's about it. Oh no, when I weighed in, I was 303. I weighed in, so I lost 3 pounds between my consultation and my first group meeting. So that's pretty cool. I've always been trying to eat healthier. We don't really fry our food. We purchased an air fryer, which I love that thing. I love it. So I try to stay on top of what I'm eating. We don't really do a lot of pork unless I have a craving for it, meaning ribs, or if I make sauce, or griot, which is a Haitian dish. I love it. Oh, that's good. So that's the only time I really will eat pork. I really don't buy it. We still do beef. I'm working on cutting back the beef, but we'll see. Other than that, it's mainly seafood. You know, we do a lot of seafood boils in my house. Everyone loves seafood. So it's mainly, you know, lobster tails, crab legs, shrimp. I try to stay away from the potatoes and corn. Even though I put it in a seafood boil, I try not to eat it. Or if I do eat it, I'll probably eat one small piece of corn. We also put boiled eggs in there, which that is fine too. We've been following this since last year, ever since we did that diet where I only lost 10 pounds and my wife lost 50. We've been following that, which is why I don't understand why I'm not losing weight. But that's neither here nor there. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're going through this whole VSG journey. So I'm hoping that I can, you know, help some other people along this journey. Like I said, my son convinced me to do this. He said that maybe I may help someone else along their journey or help them to make the right decision. I don't know. We'll see. We'll work through this. All right. Take care. Live, love, laugh, and take care of each other.